Let's try this out. Good evening, fight fans. It's your boy Turbo, and I'm just gonna say it. I'm back at you one more again with another banger. My man Crooks be saying another banger. Hey, I've got an idea. Start a pro tournament where you bid on the fighter that you're gonna use for the entire tournament. So, like every fighter in the heavyweight division would be available, and you know, one guy might pay $100 for Deontay Wilder to be able to use him in a tournament, and all he's going to get is like 80% of the pay, like 80% payback, and um, so then you know you got the rest of the heavyweights, and if you picked like Fury, you get to use whichever Fury you're wanting, right? But if I don't know whether to let somebody else buy the other Fury or not, but probably not. I don't know. I don't know. We'll have to look into it. But what the idea is that like, let's say you don't want to spend a whole lot of money to get in this tournament, but you want to be a pro fighter on this game, then you put your money up. So like if you want to pay $10 to be Fury or $10 to be Deontay Wilder or Muhammad Ali, then you bid on it, and whoever has the highest bid gets to be that fighter for the whole tournament. And then the idea is like, you know, um, maybe we should just do so many spots in the tournament. I'm not sure yet how I want to go, but the uh, the idea is that like you might be a good David Adelaide and nobody else wants David Adelaide, so you could get in the tournament for like $1 or something, and have a chance to win, the money from all the other guys that are putting up that bid on it. But I think it could be really cool and a way for you to be a pro fighter in this game and not have to worry about somebody like. Well, I mean, it's not so much. I don't think it's terrible that these guys that are in the I don't want to call them clubs, but they're like promotion deals. Like these guys right here are all playing with a certain group, um, and then they claim to be the best, and then if you're better than them and you start showing up in their lobbies and stuff, you probably they don't know you. That's not they're not gonna promote you. Like you gotta almost break through by you know they dick riding and shit. You know. Now there's some good fighters or there's some good content creators, and the cream kind of rises to the top. I mean, I'm not the best content creator whatsoever, but this is really the only game I play. So um, I'm just trying to be more active in it because you don't end up talking to many people in this game. It's like this is my friend's leaderboard here. I'll show you my friend leaderboard. These guys are all great fighters. I know a little something about most of them, but I don't know who everybody is. I don't talk to everybody on any kind of way. Um, I do try and get them information and share stuff with them on the activity feeds and stuff like that. But um, really, I've been uh, I've been finding that it's a little more engaging on YouTube, and I would like some of that engagement. So that's why I'm making the content. Um, there's videos that you can watch on mine that will show you how to use a fainted D-pad controller setup. Um, I think that's important that people see how to how to play the game easier. Like I'm gonna show you here. It's in your Steam settings. You go to the boxing game here, and you click on the controller. And as long as your controller's got to be on, you go there. See, here's the fainted D-pad controller, and I can throw feints with the D-pad, just like the D-pad's like the buttons now. I don't, I don't get the disrespectful stuff, the taunts. I don't have it set up to do that. So sometimes you'll press the faint button and it'll throw a taunt out there. So I suggest, like changing your taunts all to like the shuffle that Ali shuffle, but not the one where he's standing up straight. The other one, I've never been hit yet using that, and I don't actually see it that often. But every now and then, when I try to feint, it'll do that. Especially like right at the beginning of the round, if I hit the button, it'll do that. It won't pick up the multi presses, and it'll give me one of those things. I would hate to be stuck with my chin out, and you don't want to feint from within range. Uh, well, you know what? Everybody can figure out how to do it, and themselves, and I'm sure somebody's gonna show me something about how to use the feints better than I'm already using them. Some of these guys that I like to follow are the content creators, so like my favorites are like it's cold blooded or I'm cold blooded, and Clockwork Orient is pretty cool. Um, the Prioxis, yeah, like him. Um, I don't mind watching my game you watch. I'd like to fight him, but he seems like he's really done a lot well for himself with the content creation. But um, I'm not gonna. I'm not trying to take anything away from anybody. So if I feel like when you talk to them about, hey, fight me, they look at it like it's a challenge. I had a guy tonight wanting to fight me, and hell, he was beating the hell out of me. I won in the last round. It's on my last stream. But Western Vader, then he sent me an invite again. I'm waiting on my homeboy from the Air Force to. Well, I was in the Air Force with this guy a long time ago. We've been playing boxing games for 30 years, and he's getting back on tonight. So waiting on him to show up on Discord here in the server. And what I do is I share my screen in the server on the Discord, and then if I'm playing ranked, and he'll see that I'm playing ranked, and he can watch me play. He can share his screen, and I can watch him play, or we can just play each other, and I take this down. But um, what I'm thinking about is starting that a pro league for the game as soon as I feel like that it's as soon as I feel like the game is fixed. I'd like to see them reset the stats when they go to season one. They're supposed to reset the stats, but shit. Well, they waiting on October 10th again or October 12th? But I think it'd just be cool to have it. And so I'll the way the tournament things work, these guys are paying out. Like some of these tournaments are paying out $100, but I think that it should be more along the lines of you have to pay to get in the tournament, and then you win money for playing in it. Like just to have.
Chicka chicka.
What's up, Jason?
What
Just
up?
talking to the stream about um, these tournaments and like well, like there's all these different groups, right? In this
Mm-hmm.
in this sport or in this undisputed title game, and they've got little Discord servers and stuff, and like I was watching. I like to watch iProxis or whatever his name is, right? I think it's just Prioxis, but anyway, Prioxis, um, he's been doing some boxing and kickboxing and stuff like that on the in real life, trying to learn. And
Yeah.
you can look at him and see he's not even a novice fighter. You know what I mean? He's just learning. And yeah, he could probably be a good novice fighter, pretty quick. Within a year, maybe he could be a good novice fighter. But he's not trying to go out here in real life and say he's competing with anybody, right? And this guy, do you remember when I went over to this guy BBK's, the BBK promotion dude, Baby King or whatever it was, and like the dude, like I sat in there I sat in there for like 24 hours, dude, playing, trying to get
Yeah, I think
somebody
I
in that
remember you
room.
saying that.
And he come in and he like he kicked me out of the room. And then when I asked him about it the next day, I was like, "Hey man, I sat in here trying to get with this. He's got a big community, like maybe 50 people, whatever, inside his room." And he's like, "Oh, I play my own game and I can hear your stuff or whatever." And I just figured I'd just put you out. He was like real condescending, you know, like it's stuck up. And it's like I
Yeah.
was trying to go in there just to play with them. I wasn't in there trying to beat them up or hurt their ego. But it was like you could tell they was like afraid to join the Discord and like do what we do, live stream the shit, or whatever. And all I'm thinking is it's real hard to break into their things, but into their groups, and get a name in there. It's hard to get a name in these groups. I think some of the fighters are really friendly that are in the groups, but
Yeah.
the group is self promoting, completely self promoting. You know what I mean? They're promoting each other real big, and that's cool. But I seen BBK. Did you watch the video where BBK like called out Proxys and said he's getting ready to beat him up in real life and all this shit?
No, I didn't watch it for that.
Oh my gosh, man! Proxys just put up the video the other night. And he was like, "Man, I'm just gonna tell you, if you come to my place, I'm not boxing you. I'm kicking and all kind of, It's like I go and watch. And then Proxys like putting up videos of that BBK training and shit, and I'm looking at him on the bags, and he looks like he's just a muscle guy. You know what I mean? That's hitting the bag. He's got one of those bags that like have the double end bag or not double end, but the speed bag on one side and the heavy bag on one
Yeah,
side. Yeah,
yeah,
like the
the
three hundred
classic.
dollar thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
and you can't move on that. You can't do nothing but just sit there, stand there, and hit the pound the bag. But I had one a long time ago. I hated it, and
Hmm.
yeah, so he's like this guy, but the guy that Baby King dude is like, I want to say he's probably 200, he's probably 300 pounds, 250 pounds, easy. He's a
Yeah.
big dude, and you put the gloves on, I'll whoop his tail. He's slow. He just seems like I mean, just watching him hit that bag, he didn't look like nothing at all. And I don't know, but I'm not trying to be that bully. You know what I mean? It's just like um, I see that, and they got their little promotion deal, and they got a couple real good fighters that are involved in the deal, and then that kind of like brings them up. I watched a program on Undisputed that was really really good program last night, talking about the update and stuff like that. They had like 4 or 5 people on there, and that BBK dude was on there. I was like, I can't believe that and I know why he's doing it. Like he's just trying to get more followers and shit like that, and he's trying to steal off of.
It's clout chasing, man. It's clout chasing.
Is it clout or is it subscriber chasing? Because like it wouldn't take.
Well, clout gets you subscribers, right?
I guess I don't know what gets you
Yeah.
subscribers. I mean, sir, I don't have a whole lot of. I've got 50 subscribers, and I believe most of them are from the boxing gym. People
Yeah.
that we actually fought in real life. Like or went to their gym and their kid fought us or something. I got so many messages like, "Oh, that's my cousin. That's my," you know what I mean? Like, yeah, that's cool. You know what I mean? Like, it ain't really. Uh,
Yeah.
but it's just there's no way that you're even if you're great if you're let's say Jason that you are the best player that I've ever faced, and you might
Yeah.
be because you know what I do all the time, but um, real hard to beat. You you're really difficult for me to beat. I know that if I get a win over you, it's you're gonna change that shit. I ain't gonna be able to do it twice. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna do it
Yeah.
the same way twice. But it don't matter how good you are. You're not gonna go to BBK's Discord server and break in and be, even if you're the best fighter out of all the people in BBK's server. You know what I mean? You're not gonna be
Hmm.
recognized for it. You know, because if you're beating up their champion or their guy that they, you know, two or three guys that they say are the best, you know, they're gonna say you were doing it with cheese, or they're gonna say you were doing it with this, or you know what I mean. They're everybody's gonna hate. You know, it's like never. It's not respectfully. Like in real life, you go into a boxing gym and uh, the cards get reshuffled every time a new guy comes in. You know, because it's not everybody's gonna be able to beat the new guy, and the new guy ain't gonna be able to beat everybody. You know, usually. Um, but and but the cards get reshuffled. But everybody's respectful because you have to. You know, I mean, what we're doing is you know fighting. So like, you got to be nice to somebody, or you be in a fight. You know. But the idea was
Yep.
is that maybe the idea is to have the barrier to entry is uh is your money. So if I said I'm gonna start this pro league and we're gonna do tournaments every day, or you could do a tournament every week for at first, but we do a tournament and maybe it's a 10 fighter tournament or something like that, right? And you can or you open how many fighters are in the heavyweight division or in the middleweight division or something like that. You know, you take the amount of fighters that are in there and you put them up on auction block and let people auction on them for a day. You know, for like 24 hours or maybe a week or whatever the hell the deal is. And if Jason, if you think you can, maybe you think Deontay Wilder's the best fighter and you could beat everybody if you had Deontay Wilder, you bid on Deontay Wilder. You keep Deontay Wilder for the entire tournament. Nobody else can use him. There's no duplicates, no mirror matches. But let's say whoever the best, let's say everybody thinks Jack Dempsey's the toughest. Well, so Jack Dempsey's going to pull a higher amount. You know, you might have to pay 20 to 50 to $100 to get Jack Dempsey for the tournament. And you know, if you've got everybody getting there paying 20, 40, $50 a fighter, you know, you can pay the first place out pretty good, you know, and you could probably pay two or three places out pretty well. You know what I mean? But let's say you don't you don't want to spend that much money. You want to spend like $5 or $2 or something like that. You might bid on David Adelaide and get him for $2 and end up getting third in the tournament. You know, now I don't know about you, but if if I had a chance to get in the tournament, spend a couple dollars and have a chance to win third, second, or first, I'm not really gonna care. You know, if I can use David Adelaide and get third, that's better to me. You know, it might pay better for me than to pay like $80 and have a Deontay Wilder and only get like maybe 200 back. You know what I mean? If you got first place, you know, might be better to get $80 back for two than. But that's it's all about how you. But you would actually make a professional uh, league. You know, you want to be a pro gamer. This is how you can do it. Easy break in. It's that way in real boxing. You know, like if you wanted to break into football, right, and you wanted to be a pro football player, and that's hard. You know, you're probably gonna have to go to the Fire Dogs or something, and play with one of those, and you're gonna have to make the team and all that other shit. You know what I mean? You want to be a pro fighter? There's always a, you know what I mean? There's always somebody waiting to beat you up. You know, it's not hard to get a pro fight. You know, get a hold of a promoter, and you're not gonna make a whole bunch, but you can make some money. You know, and I think that this, like when you have these teams, like say BBK, and I don't have nothing personally against BBK. I don't know, but I'm just saying like his promotion company, right, is going to push his guys. For me to break into that and do anything with it, it's going to be hard. I'm probably never going to be recognized as be. But if you got money, to or if you can be in the money tournaments, then you can
Well, what are you wanting to do?
create a pro league on the game
Well,
where we don't you don't. But my point is like if say the BBK people say they had a tournament like what I'm talking about doing, nobody's gonna give a shit. Then if I don't care if anybody recognizes me or not, I just want to win. I want to win that money, right?
yeah.
Yeah, it don't have nothing to do with anybody liking you. I don't know Cold Blooded. I've never spoke with the man. He texts me on the where we comment on the YouTube or whatever. And I've always gotten great responses from the guy. But let's say he doesn't want to talk to people on. I don't ever see him talking in any of these UFL leagues or whatever they are. I don't see him running his mouth. But I could see him coming in and getting into a money tournament and walking away with the paycheck. You know, some of these good fighters like Box Eye View and shit like that. If you give him a certain fighter, he might bid. You and I'm sure there's so many people out there that would want to do that, that wouldn't want to break into a do all the kiss assing that you'd have to do. Like it just turned me off when I went into BBK and then like I sit there for 24 hours and nobody wanted to fight me and I put up plenty of messages. Just join me. We don't have to fight each other. If you don't want to, just I don't know. And people seemed like they were hesitant. To and you could tell when people are that way. But anyway, I ain't trying to talk about it all night. Just I was looking
I
at.
mean, it's something that you can form organically if you want to do that.
Yeah, you sure can. I mean, all I gotta do is talk about it on this channel. I'm getting some people watching, and so
Yeah.
talk about it, and advertise it, and yeah, I think it could be done. I, I
Of
thought
course, it
I
can be done.
I thought I needed to. I don't know. I got to get organized better on the way I'm using this stuff. Because there's a lot. I mean,
You will if that's what you want to do. If you don't really want to do it, then you won't do it.
I think it'll work. Like, I'm wondering for real why all my friends aren't showing up on my friend leaderboard. Like,
I'm wondering why I haven't got an invite yet.
I haven't got over there yet. I'm looking at this thing. I don't see you on here, and you thought it was because you weren't playing ranked, right? But I
Yeah.
think there's something else because that guy that I fought right the last fight I had, where I was Estrada, he's a friend. I mean, I've been playing him a lot, and I was just going on here to look at where he's at. He doesn't show up. I wonder how many people aren't showing up. But I do notice that I've kept a consistency of about 98 friends on my friends leaderboard. So maybe they're only showing up 98 of them. I don't know. I can't understand why you don't show up. That's weird. I thought maybe you were like showing invisible or something on Steam or something, or private or some shit. Like
No,
yeah,
I haven't changed any of that shit.
yeah. So you were showing up forever, right, on my thing, and then
Hmm.
all of a sudden you just weren't.
And then what did you automatically suspect?
Oh hell, I don't know. I'm just saying, like I noticed he wasn't on there tonight. That's the second one I've noticed. It's hard to tell. I mean, I don't go through here looking for anybody. I don't have you listened to any of the announcements on what they're gonna do on the update?
Yeah, I watched Crooks the Great.
Yeah,
I watched his whole thing on it. Yeah.
he got it out quick this morning.
Hmm.
Then I put one out.
Yeah. What weight class we going to?
Where you want to go?
I don't know. Let's go welterweight. Let's go welterweight.
All right.
So you can be Fernando Vargas.
Okay. Too bad you can't be a Chicken De La Hoya.
Yeah.
Nobody ever says him when they mention like who do we want to bring in the game. We're getting Tarver for free.
Barber and Billy Dibb.
Who's Billy Dibb?
I don't know. I think he's from a long time ago.
Throwback fighter. Okay. Then we should get another paid fighter thing or something. You know, like usually they do a paid one. Is what I thought that I heard, but they didn't say anything about it in the little update. Oh.
Hmm.
Uh-oh. That fight Jaime, huh?
No, I'm changing. Going to somebody
Okay.
different.
I gotta get
Amir Khan.
he gonna play as Amir, huh?
Mm-hmm.
All right, we got 8 rounds, 1.5x Kingdom debut. Looks good to me.
It's all good.
Man, did you see that last fight I had with Estrada?
No, I didn't see that one.
Man, I got my ass whooped every fucking round. The last round. hit
I
him
watched
with
that dude.
I hit him
That
with the
dude
body shot.
methodically beat you with Scott
We've got
Quigg.
high hopes for this
Oh yeah,
contest
he
with
went
these two
southpaw. I
fighters.
couldn't
Should be
hit
a
him.
really good matchup.
Yeah.
I booked his
It's
butt when he went
Fernando
southpaw.
El Faros Vargas.
Yeah, but
Amir
he's like the
Khan.
worst player in that division. The worst fighter in that division.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, here is the amateur grade from Oxnard, California. Introducing the two-time
I think he
world
was just
champion,
doing a challenge
El
for
Feroz,
himself.
Fernando Vargas.
Or he knew he was
Fighting out
doing
of the blue corner
some fuck shit.
from
So
Bolton,
he's like, I'm
England.
just going
Here is
to
the
balance
Olympic
it by
silver
taking
medalist,
the
one
fucking
of Britain's
weakest fighter.
youngest ever professional world champion, a
Yeah, it's
unified
hard to get in.
140-pound champion of the world. Introducing Amir King Khan.
We've waited a long time for this fight. It's here, and the fighters are good to go.
All what's left is for the first bell to go. That's all we need now, because the build-up is getting ridiculous.
This would have
No
been
doubt
a
about
pretty
it.
good
This was the
matchup in real
hottest
life.
ticket in town by a country mile. Every seat has been sold. We're expecting an all-out offensive display. Neither fighter willing to slow down. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
Just see the nerves on a fighter stepping into the ring, Tom. It can tell you so much about a fighter. And the look in the opposite corner, you've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
Good counter punching. Nice counter shot. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
They block the hook. You'd like to see more jabs. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
To beat a counter-puncher, you've got to take them out of their place. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Fernando Vargas in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round.
Here we go for round two. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Punch, counter punch. Missing with the hook. That left hook misses. Miss with that jab. To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Ronnie, a lot of fighters focus on their defense with their hands up. This fighter focuses on their defense with their footwork, moving on those angles, staying out of danger.
You want to corner an outside fighter, make them fight off the rope, because they don't want to do that. They don't want to stand still. They want to move left to right. Pin them down. Throw a blank on them.
And they figure out the combination to this safe.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Amir Khan in some real trouble. Down goes Amir Khan. Blink and you miss it. Good thing we can watch that all over again.
That's lights out right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, and...
That caught slipping.
Let's talk about Khan in that last round. We've got to...
I just caught you with a
on to the
quick
third.
shot
He got
off
knocked
the rip,
down in the
and
last
I was
round.
able
Let's
to
see
get
what he can
down.
do here.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
That hook was off target. Catch and shoot. Punch, counter punch.
Keep letting me get those counters, I'm gonna fuck you up.
They have no respect for each other's
I
punching
missed my
power.
button and pulled back instead of... I was trying to do that. And I pulled back.
Then step back for just a moment. Good counter punch. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through it?
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Fernando Vargas in that last round. At this point, you got to... There's the bell to start round 4. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Let me explain to you about a fast fight that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got...
Oh, my God, Johnny! Whoa, Vargas! Is he about to go down? Somehow weathered the storm. Nothing else he could do there but take a knee to stop the beating.
Absolutely gassed out. Didn't know what to do and hurt on top of that.
Shot to Vargas. Let's talk about Fernando Vargas in that last round. Well, we're entering on to the
Their
fifth.
face is becoming a bloody mess.
Got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Perfect counter shot. Perfect counter lands. still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Fernando Vargas in that last round. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry that? There's the bell to start round 6. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
There's a counter shot. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Straight right just misses. He threw a punch and just got countered. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. One punch could change everything in this battle.
Tell who's been working harder in this fight.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left.
You can tell he's been getting beat up. That's what you can see.
Fernando Vargas in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. Round 7, here we go. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice counter. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Nice counter. Well, with welterweights, they sometimes bring you the best of both worlds. Fast hands and power.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring, the fight.
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Oh, Vargas just got rocked. I don't believe what we're seeing here.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What did he do? What did he tell him when he got to the corner? How many...
I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat.
I think I
And
should be
that
up.
will do it. What a victory.
I had
Let's
stamina.
watch that again, replay from a different angle.
It was
You're
a hell
right,
of a
Todd.
left hook to
What
the
a
body.
shot.
But I had
He's done.
stamina.
He's done. You're done.
Oh, man. You want to do it again?
I mean, I'll take somebody else, but
It happened. You saw it.
at 30 counters.
You threw twice as many to my body than I threw at your body.
So I mean, I can't stress how important body work is.
I suppose.
It's very important. And when I watch your fights, I'm just looking at you and I'm like,
Why ain't you using it?
I'm just like, it's like, and this is how I process it. I'm like, why is he not paying attention? That's the biggest thing. You don't pay attention, man.
I
And
just think
then
it's cheesy, but don't worry about it. I'm not saying you're cheesy. I'm saying it's cheesy when I do it.
cheesy.
Yeah, I feel
It's
like
not. No,
going after the
no.
body. It's like you killing their stamina. It's like it's a nuisance. It's not like I don't know. But you're probably right.
I mean, you have to. I mean, they even say that it's in real fighting. Go to the body. You know, like that's you want to go to the body. So if he gets into the later rounds, you have an advantage. I mean, it's logical. Just makes sense. It's just how I think of it.
Where are we going, Welter?
Sure. Welter's cool. We can go middle. We can go lightweight. We can go bantam.
We're at
Anything but heavyweight. Who do I want to be? Behind me this time. Jaime Munguia. Oh shit. This is gonna be a tough fight. Oh my god. Well.
Jaime's a big dude, though.
He's big, but that's the best fighter in the division. That's the best fighter in the game. Pound for pound. Probably.
You can pour me a little Mountain Dew while this thing loads up.
Hurry up.
Here we are, getting ready for this showdown between these two fighters. Should be a good
Same
one.
old, same old.
I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable. The fans, everybody around the world,
Yeah.
the fighters. This is just one of those things.
It's time for
Nobody
our
knows.
tale of the tape. Sugar Ray Robinson. What else can you say about this guy? Let's just cut right to the numbers. 147 pounds, 5'11", reach 72.4 inches. And up against him in this one, Jaime Munguia. 6 foot tall with a weight of 160 pounds. His reach is 72 inches.
There is no joke about this. Someone is going to get hurt, the other is going to get embarrassed. Let's make sure they measure up well.
Sugar Ray Robinson. Many consider him to be the greatest fighter in the history of this sport. Inducted into the International Hall of Fame in 1990, he fights out of Harlem, New York.
I don't know. I mean, you hear what they said in they just said a minute ago? They said
This bout
in
is
this fight,
scheduled
somebody
for
was going to
8
get hurt,
rounds of
somebody was going to
boxing.
get embarrassed.
Fighting out of the red corner from
How-
New York,
how does
here is
that
one
make
of boxing's
sense?
all-time greats with 174 wins in
That
his
means one person's going to be
201
embarrassed to hurt
fights.
the other guy?
A welterweight champion
Or
of
the
the
other guy's
world,
gonna be
a
embarrassed
five-time
to-
middleweight champion of the world,
Never understood.
Sugar Ray.
It can be interpreted.
Fans are ready, and it looks like the fighters are now ready.
It's a privilege and an honor to be here. I feel so lucky to be sat here talking about something I love.
What a great venue, and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one.
Oh, Jaime, you're going to get whooped.
He very well might.
We're expecting an all-out offensive display. Neither fighter willing to slow down. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
Just see the nerves of the fight stepping into the ring, Tom. It can tell you so much about a fighter. And the look in the opposite corner, you've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
These punches coming from every angle. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. That's another scoring shot. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, you want to bait them in to throw first. Make them think they're going to throw a punch so that they exchange.
You're fighting a counter-puncher, you've got to double a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter-punchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Robinson in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fight. What do we expect to see here in round two? That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight. Your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
You'd like to see more jabs. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Training to fight a swarmer, Johnny, you know this better than anybody. You have got to be in peak physical condition because they're not going to let you breathe.
You're fighting the swarmer. Be smart, be sharp. Concentrate where you've got to be confident. Do not dance his dance because that swarmer, once you do that, you're giving him a chance that shouldn't have him.
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this...
Oh my goodness, Johnny! Robinson got buzzed there. He's in trouble. No, we don't see a knockdown.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
We'll let him back into the great round. Now relax. Stay focused. Don't hear him lead. Come on, switch on. Get your boxing back together. You were thinking you were smart, you weren't loading up, but you still landing. You gotta go back.
Let's get it started in round three. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until the senses have come back.
powerful shot. Insane action. Punch, counter punch. Fantastic punch. Oh, wait a minute. Sugar Ray is down. A big headshot and he goes down. We have got to see that again in slow motion.
A shot from the gods took him out.
I'm manhandling you.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, like, you man.
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
Good counter punching. Good counter punch. They block the hook. Total domination with 10 seconds to go. Talking about Robinson in that last round. Let's see how the game plan changes. Here we go to the 4th round. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
I know what game you're playing now. Playing
You
Power
were
Punch
laughing at me
game.
and shit.
No rest for the weary.
Power Punch game. Come on, bring those Power Punches, baby. Bring them. Bring them.
There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
And he scores with the counter. Robinson hit hard and he may be ready to go. Lincoln, you miss it. Good thing we can watch that all over again.
Where did that come from? What a shot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
They're on their feet, but is this the beginning of the end?
Yeah, I
Oh,
guess.
he can smell blood. Look at that.
pretty
He's
good.
put in round once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
Robinson got buzzed there. He's in trouble. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge.
Can make or break a fighter.
You're way better than that guy. You let him back into the fight.
Back into the fray here in round 5. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
shot. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
You know what? I've been in
They
fights
say
like
you're
that.
in
When you think you
desperation
come up
mode.
now, ring away. You walk back to